Welcome back to Technology Review. I'm your host, Mac Jackson Jr. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Technology Review TV. Remember to click on the like button, give us a thumbs up. You can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/Mac Jackson Jr. or my website at macjacksonjr.com. Sign up for a free report on identity theft and fraud. Oh, and remember, we have a new book also that we're taking pre-orders for as well. You go to my website, macjacksonjr.com, click on store, you can find information about my new upcoming book, Comprehensive Guide to Identity Theft and Fraud Protection. I am excited again this month to have my co-host here with me, Sonia Pennewick.
I'm back.
Hello, she's back. That's great. I'm glad that you're here.
Yeah,
How are things going?
They're
Good?
going really great. It's a great start to the new year, and
Excellent.
loving it.
Excellent. Glad that you're here. Just for our new viewers or our show, because we're getting some new viewers, I see.
That's
from
awesome.
Australia now and Indonesia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Very
got a couple
cool.
of Indonesia people seeing our show.
Yeah.
And stuff. So that's really excited about that
Yes.
as well. So why don't you tell our audience really quick about your company and your business?
Yeah, so we're a Nevada-based IT recruiting and consulting company. It's called Torian Consulting. We hire from desktop level to executive, project, and direct hire, and we just love this industry, love this market.
Excellent.
Yep. You can find us at www.torian, TAUREAN consulting.net.
Absolutely. Very good. Well, thank you.
Yes.
All right, let's jump into it. So there's a
Yes.
couple things that are going on in technology since the
Crazy
last time we
stuff.
talked.
I
huh?
know.
Especially up in Washington.
I know.
Those folks are amazing up there.
They're having
amazing.
fun.
Yes.
That's for sure.
The first story I have here is the story that came out about a week and a half ago.
Yep.
It's regarding WikiLeaks.
Yes.
WikiLeaks released a group of reports from the CIA
Yep.
stating that these are evidence that shows how the CIA have been snooping in or can
Yeah.
snoop into our electronic gadgets and information.
Yes.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah, like a handbook. This is how you were
Yes.
being watched and tracked and spied on, if you will.
Yes, and interesting too, they showed how the iOS Apple
Yes.
products also could be spied on as well. However, the report's over 7 years old, so
True.
hopefully by that time there's been new updates put into the iOS operating system to protect the Mac computers from those type of visualist activities, those type of activities. But man, that's terrible.
I know. Well, what did you think when the papers came out? Did you think you already knew this?
Some of the stuff, yes, some of the
Okay.
stuff we already knew, which
Right.
was fine. But we've been telling people all the time,
Yeah.
it's not just the CIA have
Right.
it. I mean, the CIA may have it, but it was created by businesses,
Yes.
right? So now the bad guys can get this information,
Yes.
and they can try to do malicious activities against their people. Speaking of malicious activities, you know that there's organizations, Sonia, that you can hire hackers on demand?
Yes.
Like, they call it espionage as a service. Yes, EES, espionage
They're
as
not
a
like,
service. Like software as a service,
Really?
platform as a service, there's espionage as a service.
And is that so that you could see how vulnerable you are, or you're doing it for ill?
Yes, you call them up and you go, hey, I know this company I want you to hack into.
Oh, my goodness.
And here's 1,000 Bitcoins or whatever, right?
Oh my God. How is that?
Bitcoins, notice.
Yeah.
And you pay them and they're like, okay, and then they'll do the work and they'll hack it to the other company. You'll sit back and watch it happen.
Oh my goodness.
You can hire a hitman, hire a bad guy.
So I was thinking about this. I was thinking about you when these reports came out, and I was wondering. I just assume that this stuff is happening, right? I assume that our country does these things for the greater good of our country.
Yes.
I'm sure there's a gray line that maybe
yes.
they overstep here and there, depending on what they're looking to gain. Though, is that where you were on it? Like, I knew it happened, I'm okay with it, or
Well,
do you have a line of, I don't know that I'm okay with this?
I knew that it happens. I've seen it happen.
Sure.
Talked to law enforcement
Sure.
and other people, law enforcement, good guys and bad guys too, unfortunately. Bad guys as well. But trying to tell the public about this is something we've been preaching
Yeah.
for years. And
Right.
people are like, oh, it doesn't happen. It's going to happen to somebody else.
Yeah.
Not to me. Well, folks, this is telling you. It's out there,
Yeah.
and you can be vulnerable for
Yeah.
this stuff being happen
Right.
to businesses, right?
So do you think this forces the CIA to be more diligent, more aggressive? Now they have to
if
change
it's
their
one book, they have book two.
Right.
That's the scarier part. Book two. You know, book two they
Yeah.
have is going to be in a fortress.
Yes,
They're going to make
exactly.
sure they don't have access to it.
And it did come out over a week ago. It seems to have kind of faded into the background from a news
True,
perspective.
because people are not talking about it.
Yes.
They should be talking about this
Well,
stuff.
the media is not talking
Media's
about
not
it.
talking about it. They're quiet on it. But we're in our industry, as cybersecurity researchers, we're going, we told you so. We told you guys so. What are we going to do about it? No one saying anything.
Yeah.
So, that's an interesting story about that. It can affect your business considerably, right?
Yeah.
The other story is that, last week we had 4 Russian operatives, right, were arrested.
Yeah.
2 of them we can't arrest because they've already been arrested in Russia right now, but they were behind the hack attack for Yahoo.
Yeah, like 1 billion or something.
Yes,
users?
1 billion accounts. So, again, if you have a Yahoo account out there, folks, please get rid of it.
Yeah.
Go to another platform, and if you have an AOL account, you're probably not listening to our show.
Or Earthlink.
Or Earthlink. Oh, man. Or Earthlink, yes. Or CompuServe. I heard somebody had a CompuServe. CompuServe, are you kidding me?
I have a relative who was just forced from Earthlink. Like, just finally forced off of it. Yeah. I thought that was interesting.
Get rid of those accounts because your information can be compromised. It's out there. And for those of you that say, well, it's no big deal. If they have my information, everybody does. No big deal. You wait till you hear the story. If we have enough time in this segment, we'll talk about it. If not, we'll talk about it in the next segment.
Sure.
It's crazy. Your information, folks, is your privacy.
Yes.
And there are companies out there that want your information. They want to take it, sell it, and make money off of it.
Yeah.
And without your permission.
Yeah.
Here's a quick thought while we're thinking about this for our next segment. When you buy something like a product, food, or your car you drive, right?
Yes.
You paid for it. You made that deal with your company to buy your truck. They have their name on it, and you're advertising for that person as you're driving it.
Right.
Why is that? We never think about that, right? In the future, that may be something we'll change. They may have to pay us to have that because we're now in our private lives putting their product out front.
Yep.
Just like, it's the cars, you have the wraparounds, that people are selling advertising.
And you can monetize it.
Yeah, there are people that would shave their head and put their logos on their head, right?
Yes.
Same thing. That may be something in the future.
Is that what you're going for?
Oh, shameful. But that means that people are doing now is getting paid to advertise another business.
Yeah.
So it may be in the future that if you go buy something like a pizza box, and you walk out of the restaurant, you're saying, excuse me, I want a plain box because if I put your name on this, you need to pay me.
Yes, everyone wants to make a buck somewhere.
Right, because we take it for granted. But that's because of the internet and with clicks and everybody wants to be a part of your circle and your brand where you're at, and you're promoting them. So if you're promoting them, getting paid for it.
Well, I think, and I don't know how much time we have, but the Yahoo email account brings up something we've talked about as far as password managers, and I know you've talked about LastPass before.
Absolutely.
Though I use it, and now I use it religiously because it does give me the reminder that it's been 45 days since you've reset your password, I can trigger that, and so that it is constantly reminding me. Mm-hmm. And one thing I noticed is I manage the email accounts that my kids have so that they can have their devices like Kindles, and I hadn't put their username and passwords into my LastPass account. So I was thinking about it this morning, thinking I hadn't reset theirs for probably a year, and so I need to add their username and account to my LastPass account, so that I get that trigger and that I'm protecting them.
That's very true. That's a good point.
And teaching them that even at this young age, your password is sacred. You need to be on top of it. You need to change it.
Yes, and don't let people know your password.
Don't let people know it.
Yes, so give your password.
Stranger danger.
That's right, stranger danger. All right. Well, our next story here.
Yes.
It's going to take a lot more time because we really need to get into this one. This is really intense, this story. But we'll do a pre-setup for it.
Okay.
It's about the Senate vote regarding your information by your ISP, your internet service provider, and the ISPs selling your personal data to advertisers, folks, just like we were talking about.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about that in our next segment. It's going to be really interesting, and I'd like to know your comments as well. Send me an email to info@macjacksonjr.com, and I'd like to know what you think about that also. We'll talk about it in our next week's show, or I may put it on our Facebook page, your comments. But it's really interesting. Freedom's out there, folks. If we don't do anything about it, it'll be taken away from us.
Yes.
Got to make sure we fight for it. Fight for your privacy, folks. You can find out more information about me by going to my website at macjacksonjr.com or my Facebook page at facebook.com/technologyreviewtv. Send me an email to info@macjacksonjr.com or Twitter, all of them, even LinkedIn as well. We'll be right back with Sonia Pedowick here from Turing Consulting Group after these messages.